Good evening, guys. I'm Joe from Zlot. Basically, we are a beauty service O2O platform, but hope after my presentation, you can tell we are more than just a booking platform. And what my team doing is not just an app. We are trying to build a very solid business. And before I start, I would like to introduce my team. And we actually have three-piece all-male founders. You might find it strange for a business service startup, but actually we are quite a very best fit for the business. Because for the background, I'm running a 20 people advertising agency, and I mainly work with beauty salons, and I understand what the way they do business. And Victor, our CTO, is a very experienced iOS developer. He has built several apps for non-commercial use. And our COO, Loki, which is a good friend of mine, he actually running two beauty salons. And then before that, he's a top sales in the group buying website, specializing in the beauty deals. And here comes to the market pain. I think when it comes to the beauty service, every ladies might find a little bit nervous because whenever you go to the beauty salons, you face very unfair sales, pushing very expensive package to you guys, and which ruin the whole experience. This is why we are here. We are not here to make more profits for the beauty salons. We are here to make the life of the consumer easier. And here is the basic features of Zlot, and we try to introduce a pay-as-you-go model. You complete the whole transaction in our apps. You don't even have to bring your wallets to the beauty salons, so that you don't risk paying tens of thousands of dollars for the package. And we want to make the service flexible, and more importantly, we want to provide protections to the consumers. How are we going to do that? Here is our basic flow, which is very simple. You just beauty salon release the Zlot, and then you have the consumers to buy the Zlot and then rate it. I would like to highlight 2 points. This is actually how we earn. First, when we ask the beauty salon to join our apps, we actually ask them to pay a guarantee deposit. When they got negative feedback or complaints, we actually deduct them. And when every transaction, we take 10 to 20% as commissions. And after the consumers complete the whole experience, they are actually eligible to the rating. That means the rating is only for the real customer, which is very credible, and it is actually the source of the protection. When they think that they are pushing something, they are doing for something unfair, we deduct the deposit. This is actually exactly what's happening in the Uber. Because why Uber's drivers serve you better? Because they got the rating, and it affects the ability to take orders. And this is actually what we are trying to focus. And here's the market size. From the government, we have more than 10,000 beauty salons in Hong Kong. And if we want to try to focus on the Hong Kong market first. And if we take 5% of the whole of all the bookings through our apps, we have $90 million commissions. And here's what's happening on the market. And actually, we are in a quite special position, I would say, because we are trying to focus on the sophisticated and professional service. We are not doing manicure, hair dressing, or makeup service, but what we are focusing on is body slimming, hair removal, waxing, or some kind of surgery. And our main value to customer is not price, because we work with many group buying websites before, and they try to fish the consumers by very, very low price. But we are trying to focus on protections. And after all, I hope you can tell we are not an O2O platform only. What we are trying to do is to build trust between the consumers and the beauty salons. And we are not launching yet, but we are trying to push it out in November. We are working very hard, and actually we got more than 10 beauty salons signed up already.